Feminism. When I said the word, what immediately popped into your head? Was it civil rights? Maybe a stereotypical view of a woman? I can tell you what most likely didn't pop into your head. You probably weren't thinking about how this word includes a man, how feminism applies to all gender communities as well. Since I was 18 years old, I have been working a full-time job. With that experience, I had also learned the injustice in the workplace among women and men. Gender inequality is one of the many things that is tearing apart our nation, yet it involves everyone. Gender inequality is still prevalent today. The only way to end this injustice is to include men in the narrative of feminism. Only when we remove the negative connotations surrounding the word feminist will we find peace between genders. Today, I will be addressing and adding to Emma Watson's HeforShe speech. In 2014, at the United Nations Convention, Emma Watson gave her HeforShe speech, which addressed the inequality between genders. Emma Watson addresses the audience by stating that she is in dire need of help. Whether it be the pay gap or toxic gender norms, men and women have never been equal. But the painful standards don't have to exist any longer. Watson continues in her speech to state that all genders have been neglected due to society placing boundaries over them. She provides statistics that prove how dangerous our culture has become. In her conclusion, Watson extends her invitation to all genders to fight for the end of gender injustice by stating, "If not me, who? If not now, when?" Now that we have dissected Watson's speech, let's discuss how feminism includes us and everyone around us. Students at UVU are more impacted than we realize. To say one gender has suffered more than the others wouldn't be fair, because each individual gender has been affected and hurt by society's unhealthy standards, as well as those who still hold biases against gender. Yet, women have experienced more suppression and inequality when it comes to rights, voting, and even education. Unfortunately, very little progress has emerged since Watson's speech, but more awareness has been spread about the issue. According to AAUW organization, the pay gap percentage between full-time men and women within the state of Utah is 70 to 74% difference. In Watson's speech, she states that if we do nothing, it will take 75 years before women can expect to be paid the same as men for the same work. 15.5 million girls will be married in the next 16 years as children. And at current rates, it won't be until 2086 before all rural African girls will be able to receive a secondary education. Close quote. The inequality of genders has a bigger impact on the male community than we realize. Men and boys are raised to bottle their emotions and feelings in order to not appear weak. Over time, we have associated the term man as strong, muscly, and never failing. Weakness equals unmanliness. Statistics prove that men are 3.7 times more likely to commit suicide than women. According to College Factual, there are approximately 20,000 female students and 21,000 male students at Utah Valley University. Every time I hear this speech, I feel empowered. As a woman, it is my duty to step in the place of the women before me and fight for the rights that are properly and appropriately mine. This speech puts us another step forward towards equality. This is not a short fight, but a long battle in the war of social injustice. Each day we will have to stand up against obstacles that might hold us back from being truly equal. In the end, the future is being led by bright young women who are able to continue their education in third world countries, by emotionally intelligent young men who are able to convey their emotions and not be ridiculed for being human. The future is shining with possibilities. In order for us to surpass the shackles of gender norms, we must eradicate the negative stereotype of feminism and include men in its narrative. To quote Watson once more, I invite you to often remind yourself, if not me, who? If not now, when? Gender inequality is still prevalent today. The only way to end this injustice is to include men in the narrative of feminism. Only when we remove the negative connotations surrounding the word feminist will we be able to find peace between genders. Thank you.